The assault on the Capitol happened fast, and the very idea of something like that happening is just stunning. Yesterday, we spent the day telling you what we learned as we learned it. But today, we're able to look more carefully at the attack on our symbol of democracy. Jade Cunningham is going to step us through what happened and when it happened, and let you see for yourself how quickly things unraveled.
The United States Capitol Wednesday morning was quiet as thousands of Trump supporters gathered nearby for a Save America rally.
We have come to demand that Congress do the right thing.
Trump addressed the crowd right before 11 a.m. Central Time and spoke for about an hour, continuing false claims of a fraudulent election. As Trump finished, lawmakers not far away in the Capitol began the electoral certification. It wasn't long before protesters got there and became aggressive. Police evacuated 3 buildings across from the Capitol building. By 1 p.m., rioters pushed their way past police barricades and forced their way inside. Windows were broken, walls were scaled, nothing seemed to stop them.
Smell the tear gas.
Meanwhile, lawmakers inside were being evacuated to safety, some posting on Twitter what they were witnessing.
There are people who have violently entered the United States Capitol.
As rioters flooded into the Capitol from different directions, fear ensued. Images began surfacing on social media of lawmakers hiding, rioters looting, some even posing for pictures.
Is that a Democrat?
I call on President Trump.
At 3 p.m. Central, President-elect Joe Biden addressed the nation, calling on President Trump to do the same. 15 minutes later, the president posted a recorded video on social media, telling his supporters he loved them, but they needed to go home.
I know how you feel.
That tweet was quickly flagged by Twitter due to false claims of the election and posing a risk of violence. By 7 p.m., rioting had stopped at the Capitol. A trail of destruction was left behind, but lawmakers still got back to work, marking the finale of one electoral count the nation will certainly never forget. Jade Cunningham, Eyewitness News.
Stay strong, young brother, cause it's so. And now beating, slinging these things till the break of dawn. Gotta make my ends. It's time to take it home. I got some pictures on my pager. It's major. Let me play it like a game of fucking city. I'll wake up at 2 in the morning. You gotta leave. Got to sleep by myself cause I'm a G. It's time to say goodbye. I got to get my strap out the stage and they run down my
Black Power. Streets watching right back at your ass. Black at your ass with another dynamic, exclusive video for your mind. It's dynamic for your mind. I'd like to give a shout out to DJ Nazi for remixing Tupac music and keeping Tupac relevant in this game. Tupac to me is the best rapper ever did it. Point blank. Period. Okay. Will Donald Trump be impeached? Will we see Donald Trump be impeached? To me, it don't make no sense to impeach a president when he got to give up his status here in a few days here. But his status should be a jail cell. If that was you or me being black, inciting an insurrection against the fucking United States of America, any type of riot against America, we be in jail for treason. This guy committed treason and he's not in jail. If you are the president, you're still not above the law. Commit treason is committing treason. To go against your own country is committing treason, I thought. But when you white in this country, you're allowed to do certain things that black people can't do. Right? Are we right or are we wrong? The attack on the Capitol was an act of terrorism. They don't want to call it terrorism. They using words like inciting riots, creating disturbance, simple battery, when 2 officers were killed in this melee. To me, it was funny how 2 entities that don't give a fuck about the state of black people went at it. And it's funny. People get mad at me because I don't care what happened to those people on Capitol Hill, because they don't give a fuck about black people. And that's exactly how the fuck I feel. You might call it racist, insensitive, but that's the shit that we get from them. I do on the others as they do on me. I don't believe in this turning the other cheek. I'm not Gandhi, and I'm not Martin Luther King. I think you have to attack violence head on. To stop violence from being more violent against you, you must defend yourself. You must defend your honor. As black people, we must defend our honor. So what the fuck do we got to do with any of this stuff that's going on? Just like I told y'all in my last videos, over and over and over, I repeat it. But I'm crazy. I'm insane. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, according to a lot of my people. White people, they going to say things in the comments below. They're going to say I'm stretching it, that I'm making up things, because they're insensitive to our plight here in America. They have always been insensitive to our plight in America. Don't get me wrong, there's a few whites that give a fuck. But if you do the math, it's just a handful. When the majority of people in this country is racist. Did you see? I know y'all seen the film, the pictures, the social media of how white people were there attacking the Capitol, how they went up in there. Did you know they had a noose erected up in that place? On the Capitol, they tied a noose up there. Yes. Where are you black Trump supporters at? I think it was like one black person at that terrorism move. At that terrorism movement, it was probably one black person there. And I didn't even see that motherfucker. All you saw was one sign. Blacks for Trump. Any black person for Trump is a fucking suicidal ass person. Any motherfucker that believes Trump is not a racist is a retarded motherfucker. How the fuck this guy come from a bloodline of Ku Klux Klanmen and he's not a racist? I hear so conscious people. I'm talking about people with a vast, array of knowledge. I'm talking about a person that has concrete evidence on what they're talking about. But when they say Trump is not a racist, I have to, stand back and look at them and peep them. Why are they saying this? I mean, I'm talking about people who have knowledge. Say Trump is draining the swamp. What fucking swamp is Trump draining? To get rid of deep state? And if he went in battle against deep state, which is, I'm telling y'all, it's two clashes. It's the poor whites of this country versus the elite whites. Same thing that went on between the so-called Civil War, where y'all believe they fought about black people. They didn't give a fuck about black people. The North wanted what their little brother had down south, because down south people were eating off the backs of black people. They were making money off the back of black people. The southern farmers have got rich off cotton. So the motherfucking North want to invade and take over and make it the United States. Y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna make all this money and we can't get none. We freed our motherfucking selves because all of our fucking fight against slavery in the South. They don't tell us or tell our people about how we fought back, how we killed the slave masters. There was always a riot on the slave plantation. Black people was always running away. So we freed our motherfucking selves. But the Civil War wasn't nothing about black people. It's about economics. It was about us indirectly because we was making the South rich. Our ancestors was making the South rich from slavery. And the North wanted a piece of the pie. Don't you know, after the Civil War, when whites lost black people because we was their property, don't you know they was paying reparations? Yeah, they got reparations for losing property during the war, the Civil War. Did y'all know that? See, that's why I know the government of America is built, the fiber of America is built on hate and racism. So why would the fuck I vote for something that's tainted? You know, the government is no good for black people. We should have been pull our resources together and go for self. But see, they don't want us to unify. That's why they create the boule, to watch niggas, to make sure niggas don't goddamn elevate. Make niggas hate themselves, go to church, pray to white Jesus. As long as they pray to white Jesus, they being good niggas. Once them niggas start talking about coming together and pull themselves together economically or unify to build our own nation, and then they're gonna be, here they come. Then they wanna tear us down. But if you white, you can build these white militias, have all this goddamn weaponry, because that's what you seen up on Capitol Hill. These white racist motherfuckers were allowed, you know, to unify. They on the motherfucking internet days before this shit happened. They on the internet last year in December planning to attack the White House, the Capitol. Because I told y'all, I said, Trump got these white folks so emboldened in the USA that when he lose the presidency, that this motherfucker will galvanize these race soldiers to raise up in this country, and what you're about to see and get a taste of an all-out civil war. You just got a piece of it. Because I know the enemy, how the enemy think. See, once you know your enemy and study the bloodthirsty history of white people, then you understand where we're going in this world right now. We're on the brink of civil war. And if black people don't pay attention, we're going to be victims of this. Because the attack is on. All you black Trump supporters, all you black Democratic niggas who vote, you motherfuckers depending on your enemies. Your enemy is out to kill you. And you don't even know it. You playing these bitch games. Talking about me, oh, that nigga crazy. You don't know what he's talking about. These were no average white motherfuckers that went to this motherfucking Capitol and attacked it. A former lieutenant colonel named Larry Rendell attacked the Capitol. A white man. I think he was from Virginia. He drove how many miles from Virginia, West Virginia, to the Capitol? He's a formal lieutenant colonel. These wasn't no crackhead, fentanyl, taking ass white folks. These were public office motherfuckers, on working motherfuckers, farmers. These weren't no crackheads, and they were allowed to galvanize in this country, and the FBI was well aware of their movements in this country. See, when you're white, there's certain privileges that you can do. I hear people say it's all about the money. It ain't about color. It showed Wednesday, 2021, the attack on Capitol. You've seen how the Capitol Police were taking selfies with Trump supporters. The Capitol Police, tell me this wasn't an inside job. The Democrats, they trying to act dumb. All these motherfuckers may be in on what's going on. They keep niggas distracted. Cause the plan is to kill me and you. Y'all not paying attention. Wake the fuck up. How the fuck the most guarded place in the world get taken over by some fucking hillbillies? If it wasn't an inside job. Fuck out of here. They got a white man named Floyd Griffin. He got a group called the Cowboys for Trump. He already prophesied and predicted there's gonna be more bloodshed coming out that Capitol. And he said he's gonna lead the protest right back up there. How he's allowed to make these verbal threats, these terroristic threats, and not get locked up. 2 police dead, 2 Capitol Police dead in this incident, and nobody charged with murder. A woman got shot in the face by police. They said altogether 5 motherfuckers died. And ain't nobody charged with murder, inciting riots. This had been a bunch of motherfucking black people. Y'all already know they've been hunting us down every day. And when some of us wouldn't even come in alive, they would kill us. They would kill us. Have you ever seen how the brothers look when they're accused of killing cops? Have you ever seen them go to court and nobody speaks out about it? His fucking eyes hanging out his fucking head. His fucking teeth hanging out his fucking mouth. Beat up, patched the fuck up. So just imagine if a bunch of black people would have went up in there attacking that Capitol the way those white people were allowed to attack it. What do you think the outcome would be? National Guard would have been there. Yeah. All you black Trump supporters, where y'all ass at? How come Candace Owens, the black sister, well, she only black in appearance, we know this bitch white in the inside. Why this bitch ain't make no motherfucking presentation on Facebook, YouTube? How come she ain't been tweeting about that mentally deranged ass orange motherfucker that she been propagating as a hell of a fucking president? Her head been so far up that dude's ass, I know that bitch breath stank. Give that bitch an Altor, Kansas Owens. How you like your boy Trump now? His circle is real small. All kind of motherfuckers resign and running from that motherfucking mental deranged motherfucker. But this the best mind that white America got to offer black folks, got to offer the world. And you black people, we black people believing that these government officials gonna do something for us. They hate us. Yeah, the Chief Capitol Police, Stephen Sons, he's been pressured to resign. Cause see, the FBI have warned him, and the New York City police warned him through the chat and social media and what they've been picking up on, that the state capitol was going to be attacked by Trump supporters. All kind of racist groups were going to attack. Well, the FBI said they told the chief Capitol Police. The chief Capitol Police said he told the Pentagon. The Pentagon, the Pentagon is denying it. Because it's an inside job. Black people wake up. You know what I'm saying? They got a guy, a white racist named Eric. Check this out. Eric Muncie. He drove 700 miles, wherever the fuck he from, him and his mom, just to attend this motherfucking terrorism move. I call it an act of terrorism. Nancy Pelosi. They said they was gonna kidnap her and kill her. Yeah. This Lieutenant Colonel dude, Larry Randall, he had the plastic cuffs that the police had, those plastic cuffs. He had a whole bunch of them. So he was planning on kidnapping people. So just on the intent of thought of kidnapping people, you should be charged in attempted kidnap. Like I tell y'all folks, man, the complexion for the connection. If you white, you can almost get away from anything in this country. All you gotta do is have some backing by other white people. If you got other white people backing you and you white, you can get off. Just like the Wisconsin shooter. What's his fucking name? God damn it. The Wisconsin shooter, Wittenhouse. Kyle Wittenhouse. Kyle Wittenhouse is out on bond. A 17-year-old Trump supporter, white male, goes to Wisconsin with an AR-15. Why do you go to a protest, at a Black Lives Matter protest, because they protesting against the police who shot a black man 7 times in the back? Matter of fact, they're not even gonna charge the officer who done that. Wow. See? You think a Joe Biden and the Kamala Harris is gonna change racism in this country? Yes, Trump is an asshole. He's one of the worst presidents. But he ain't the only president that did an inside job. 9/11 was an inside job, and y'all know who was on board when that happened. Hell no, Trump ain't the worst president. He's one of the worst presidents. I think George Washington, who held slaves in captivity on his plantation, and he was the president, was one of the worst presidents. Hell no, Trump ain't the worst president. Thomas Jefferson raped women on his slave plantation, and he was a president. What the fuck you talking about? Do they teach this in school? Did you know Thomas Jefferson was a slave owner? George Washington was a slave owner? Wake the fuck up, black people. How the fuck you think this government that's tainted with racism gonna help you? You got government officials that participated in the Trump saga. This lets you know how racist this country is. And I don't want to hear no more black people and conscious people say Trump is not a racist. Study fucking Trump. Follow Trump back when he was youngster, and follow his grandfather. Then his grandfather. Follow his father. They was all Klansmen. And Trump hold truths to them motherfucking goddamn values. He come from a racist background. Why the fuck black people can't see that? What's wrong with us? Why the fuck we can't see the Democrats is not for us? The Republicans is not for us. Like I tell y'all, they one of the same snakes. Even though we know a snake represents wisdom and the Kemetic culture, but we know a snake in this country, as we refer to in the English tongue, is somebody wicked. So, Democrat, Republican, same fucking snake. Do you like the head or the tail? Which one do you like? I don't like none of the snake. Or it could be the same bird. The same bird, left wing, right wing. What branch of the government do you love? Executive, the head, huh? Which part of the bird do you like? Because it's all the same bird. It's one bird. And they all racist. They may hate each other and go at each other, but at the end of the day, the name of the game is get ready to powerball on the fucking table. If you play the game of pool, you know the black ball, the 8 ball, you win the game when you get it off the planet. So, what I'm trying to tell you motherfuckers, I prophesized this shit. I told motherfuckers, I told my family members, I told everybody. I said, y'all sit back and get the popcorn and watch Trump supporters act crazy in this country when he do not get reelected. And it's not over. Niggas thinking it's sweet. We gonna be places and they gonna shoot up the fucking joint. So be careful, keep your eyes open. You feel me? Just pay attention. Yeah, man, this is an eye-opener that no matter how we as a people achieve things in this country, around the world, there's a segment of people, and it's a large segment of people who do not want black people on the planet. And this is why COVID-19 is created. Just like I keep telling y'all don't believe me. You know, I'm talking out the side of my, neck. I don't know nothing. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, according to some of you people who believe that we are speaking from a conspiracy theorist format. That's not the case. Just do your studying, man. You follow the money and follow history, and history should get you up to, updated to what's going on in the world. History is your best teacher. And history tell me that white people, since we came in contact with them, has been a detriment to our livelihood. When I mean livelihood, I'm talking about just our being. You know what I'm saying? Living up on the planet. They make it rough for us. And it's a matter of survival and death. They want to kill us and get rid of us. That's the name of the game. Whether Democrat or Republican, black people ain't gonna never wake up until it's too late. We gotta quit fighting with each other and unite. That's the only way that the black people gonna survive. They showing the commercials already with the black woman with the white man. This is part of eugenics to get rid of the dominant gene up on the planet. I don't care who you with, your relationship, but I'm just telling you the truth. What's going on? I see they trying to get rid of us. It was an inside job, y'all. The attack on the Capitol was an inside job. Plain and simple. Whether you want to believe it or not. It's very unambiguous to me. I know what's going on. I know what's going on. I can see right through the thick of the fog. Confusion was created on purpose for a bigger divine purpose. And the reason why I call it divine purpose, because divine or divinity can also be something that's in a thought and then preordained. See, this confusion was done on purpose for a bigger plan and plot. You're gonna have to pay attention, because this thing gonna keep on rolling. This thing gonna keep on rolling. When do Biden get in there? I think it's next week sometime. I don't know the actual date. I don't keep up with a lot of that stuff no more because I know the government is a joke when it comes to black folks. They get your vote and then they fuck you in the end. It's like the brother Ice Cube was trying to come up with that contract for America. You niggas, you didn't want to get on board. You don't want to be free. Niggas love being a slave. You know, love running after the white man. Don't want to get your own shit going. You know, if you go back in ancient time, you will see where the black man and black woman had their own shit. And people came to steal our shit. So why the fuck we lose self-esteem like we can't build our own empires again? You just got to unhook from the machine. There's no justice, freedom, and equality in the white man's government. I mean, it ain't none. This shit was an inside job, man.
DJ Nick, this you, baby.
This was an inside job. I don't care what nobody say, man. Trump's circle gets smaller. Everybody running from the heels of that mad motherfucker. Former Chief of Staff of the United States, Nick Mulvaney, the envoy of to Northern Ireland, resigned. He said, I'm getting the fuck away from Trump. Yeah, man, it's a lot of motherfuckers, man. You know, they trying to order Mike Pence to come up with the executive order to get rid of your boy. They trying to impeach Trump, which I think what's gonna happen with old Donald Trump. He should be in jail. But I don't give a fuck. You know what happened to the people on Capitol, the lawmakers. I don't have no empathy and no sympathy. It's the same people that write laws to fuck black people around. So, you know, I don't have no empathy for Nancy Pelosi or Democrats or Republicans. Here the same people who will not stand on the principle of give black people their reparations. We're due for reparations. Don't you think so? Our ancestors been through a lot, man. We was beat, forced to work for free labor. Free labor. Forced to work, free labor. I mean, when I read some of the stories that the slave master did to our people, it makes me so fucking mad. It's like this motherfucker stripped your manhood. It's like this motherfucker was like in prison. Like I went to prison, I see how predators will prey on the weaker inmates, which I call it bitch style. Y'all think that shit cool. It's real bitch style to me because you wouldn't prey on a motherfucker that would give you a fight. You go pick out the weak. That's never was me. I could have did that in the joint because I was never a weak nigga in the joint. But I could have did that. Preyed on the weak motherfuckers that came in. But what I'm trying to say is that I saw those people get done bad, man. And to know that my ancestors went through some tremendous hardship as the way they did is very hurting to me. It hurts my heart. It hurts me deeply. I feel it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm connected to the ancestors, because I feel it. I feel anger, pain. Some of the stuff make you want to cry when you read your history, how they did our people. And how they still doing our people. COVID-19 is a cover-up for some murders that they doing to our people in the hospitals. COVID-19 is a cover-up for the prison administration murders. The prison officials can murder you and say you died from COVID-19. Yeah. Black people, we got to be on board, man, with each other and pay attention, stay focused. Because right now, the race soldiers is going to make hell up on this country. And they're going to use your black body and your black minds against self. They're going to try to kill some of us to make a point that this is going to be a white nation for white people and only for white people. And that's what Donald Trump wants. When he said make America great again, they want to bring back that whip again. They want to work blacks, kill blacks, and do anything they want to blacks. They feel that blacks maybe get some justice through this Black Lives Matter. But we know Black Lives Matter is a hijacked entity, a deep state, backed by George Soros. We not sleep on that. Because Black Lives Matter is bullshit. When blacks kill blacks, blacks do crazy shit to each other, we never see Black Lives Matter movement. We never see them. They're zero. They're invisible. They're not accountable for it. They're not accountable when black people kill each other. We need refinement. Where they at? Huh? So dig this. It's all a game. Everything is a game. At our expense. You know, always at the niggas' expense. So all I'm saying is, man, you know, we got to stay focused as a group. You know, 5 people dead and ain't nobody charged with murder. That should tell y'all something as a people. They don't give a fuck about us, so we should unite and don't give a fuck about them. I know some of y'all got white friends. Some of y'all engaged to white people. Some of y'all married to white people. You know, ain't nothing wrong with it. But the system is ran by white people. So I gotta say what I gotta say. You know, I can't apologize for telling the truth. You know, that's not my call. It's not my fault. You chose somebody that looks like the people that's been oppressing our people for the last 400 years. It's a shame that they hate us that much and we ain't never did shit to those people. And I'm not begging no one to love me, because I love myself. I love being black. And I wouldn't change it for nothing in the world. If God cursed me and made me other than what I am, I would commit suicide. No disrespect to the Chinese. If he made me a Chinese man, I swear I would jump off the Empire State Building. I'd take a bunch of pills or something. I don't want to be a Chinese man. I love being a black man. If God made me Latino, I'll stay if I'm a dark-skinned Latino. I don't want, if I'm a Puerto Rican, I want to be a dark-skinned Puerto Rican. I want to have more African blood running through my veins. See, a lot of Puerto Ricans and Latinos, you know, once they do that, with that genealogy, DNA, a lot of them will find that they have African parent, you know, somewhere down the line. But most light-skinned and more white-looking Latinos got more Spaniard in them, white Spanish people. You feel me? But that's just how it is. God made me a white man. I would surely want to die. I want to be African. I want to be black. You know, it's for benefits being black. You know, it's a blessing. You know, that had a God particle, which is carbon. You know, that makes up our blood. Makes up our skin complexion. You know what I mean? To be black it's just God gifted. And I wouldn't change it for nothing in the world. I don't care how they hate it and how many diseases they create, how many guns they create, how many niggas they create to go with us. I'm still gonna love us. You know, I don't care how they write up lies and history and lie on our people and show our people in different lights and on TV. trying to, demoralize our characters there around the world. I know who we are. I know where we come from. I'm not dumb, so it don't bother me. They can call me nigger. I know I'm not a nigger. I know I'm the original man. I'm the black man. I'm a king. You feel me? But what y'all think? They gonna impeach Trump? Tell me what y'all think below in the comments. Mash up the motherfucking lights. Share this video. And remember, streets watching.